Hey guys, welcome to another episode of John Plays. What I'm doing today is I'm doing something that maybe you guys might find a little odd or weird, maybe, might even be another good word. Um, what I'm doing is I'm basically doing um, training for Battlefield 4. Um, what I'm trying to do is, I'm sorry, we have company and there's people walking around upstairs. That's what you're hearing in the background. But what I'm doing is I'm trying to basically test out a few different weapons, and I'll show you a few things that I don't quite understand. And basically, like I said, it's just training. I have, hold on. Um, I've been having a few issues with not getting onto target or anything like that. It's not really that big a deal. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to train myself to go from ADS, gotta love that leg, from going from ADSing to hip firing. And it's going to be tricky. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and go from, like over here, or something like that. And this is just stuff that I do to try and, prepare or train myself to get on target, to basically fire from cover and stuff like that. So what I'll do is I'll like run up like this, run, take a knee, pop out. Now I'll switch to my pistol. As soon as those pop up, I'm going to ADS. Or I'm going to hip fire, sorry, not ADS. And I'm going to go over here, ADS. Now these aren't even shots that I should be attempting with my sidearm. So I need to remember that anything at about 50 meters, I'm probably going to hit once or twice, but the damage is going to be so low that it's probably not going to do much damage. Now that was 4 rounds. That was me pulling the trigger twice. Well, let's just see. Okay, well I'll go on the fresh target. So, okay, that was 4 rounds. So now this is a 5.56 round. What I don't understand is this. That target should have fallen. Why does it take 2 shots to the head to knock the target down? So let's try something. Let's try a gun with a little bit more power. Run back over here. Take a knee. Now let's see what happens at oh, I can't even see the yardage, but so that's 7.62 by 51, and it's basically showing you that at this range, a 7.62 by 59 by 51 round takes 2 rounds to the head to drop somebody. Now that to me makes no sense whatsoever. It makes no sense. Okay, now that's my sniper rifle. That's 1 to the chest. You would think that would knock the target down, right? But you get 1 to the head. I don't understand it. I don't understand it at all. Go over here. I'm trying to learn to fire from behind cover. And I'm trying to do this before every game. So, as you can imagine, my buddies that I play with, that I play the game with, probably. That's crazy. That's freaking nuts. I don't understand that at all. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll reload. Get our bullets back. Like this, get some bullets. And now I'm going to try and move through this field quickly and efficiently. Just like a training situation. So we'll engage them. We'll engage these guys because he's the only one that I can see. I'll engage this guy. Switch to my sidearm. Run up. Reload. Peek out. One shot. As you can see, I don't hip fire. Like, man. But I guess at that kind of range, it would be kind of a bad idea to hip fire, wouldn't it? Like, the hip fire. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. Alright. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to off myself. And I'm going to redeploy with maybe a different loadout. With optics and stuff like that, and see if I can make any difference whatsoever. And I'll even change out to the Unica. So actually, I should have stuck to the other gun. So now. That's crazy, man. That's just a crazy amount of muzzle flip. That's ridiculous. Like I don't understand how that even works. Let's see if we can get all of them in the head. Yep. Yep. I guess it's to be expected with a bipod, right? I mean, I guess you're probably going to hit the targets with a bipod down. You can just put them all right in the head. So I mean that's good. Yeah. Okay, so 357 Magnum takes 3 rounds to drop someone. Like that's re-fucking tarded. I'm sorry, it's stupid. 3 rounds to the chest. Like that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But then again, I'm not a developer. I'm not the game developer, so. I don't understand, man. And that's the one thing that I like about Battlefield 4. I mean, I've gotten. I'm gonna admit, I've gotten hooked on Battlefield Hardline, of course. And I'm out of ammo. That's awesome. I've really gotten hooked to Hardline. But you can't do this in Hardline, which is a little annoying and a little frustrating. Because I would love to, like even an indoor range would be pretty neat. If they had something that you could test all of your weapons. I mean that to me would be a great asset to the game. And I do believe that that the test range should be available for squad use. So, like you should be able to go into this with your squad and practice. But you just can't do that. And I've heard that on PC or something like that you could do it there, but as far as I know, you can't do it on here. But I think that would be a very valuable asset to have, because that way you can practice walking up on targets as a squad. I just think that would be a very valuable asset to have, because you could have one guy standing here, you could have one guy standing here, and you guys could be behind cover, count down or do whatever you need to do, and then, push out onto the target. Your buddy's going off to the, he's clearing off to the left, you're clearing off to the right. But, I don't understand why you can't actually use the training grounds for actual training. I mean, I would like to see that. I think that would be very valuable, and I think that would be awesome. But from everything that I've seen thus far, it's not possible on Battlefield 4. And I would really like to see that in Battlefield. I mean, maybe that's a silly thing to say, because everybody's gonna be like, PTFO, man, just PTFO. But I'm sorry, I would like to do this, man. I would like to do training with my squad. Because I play, as we all do. I generally will be playing with the same group of guys, and I think it would be kind of unique, or not necessarily unique, but like I think it would be really cool if you had that opportunity to train together. You could work on plans, you could work on room clearing, you could do all of that other stuff. And if they had, whoa, what the hell was that? Okay. And if they also, what I would also love to have seen would be these targets here to the right that are in the open, and then have targets in here, where you could actually clear the room. There'd be a target there, target there, target over here somewhere, over here, in here. And then that way you could use this building as a room clearing tool, but you can't because there's no targets in here. And again, you can't clear a building training wise. And I think, and maybe I'm crazy, leave it in the comments below if you think I'm nuts. But, like, am I weird? Am I wrong? Like I really want to hear from you guys if you think that it would be, beneficial to us as Battlefield players to have an area in the game, multiplayer area, where you could train together as a squad. Maybe you could actually sit there and have it so that you could train in every aspect of the game. And then, I mean, obviously that would probably, take so much time to render and, but I don't know. Again, I'm not a computer expert, so I can't say that, but I just think it would be unique if you could use this area with your squad. You could get, you could actually make it so that it was beneficial. You know what I mean? Like, if you and your squad, run this course, like let's say you have to go engage this guy, boom. Engage this guy, engage that guy, engage these guys, engage those guys, and then the rovers at the top. I think that would be cool. They give you a gun or some other form of, hey, guess what? You guys just completed a training as a squad, and maybe it's too casual. You know what I mean? Maybe they haven't thought that far. I don't know I don't mean to insult, but like let's seriously think about it, right? Like, this is the only game where you can heal your friend. Your buddy goes down, boom, you can bring him back to life. I mean, big AAA game where you can heal your friends. I would love to see that. I would love to see being able to use this huge training area as an actual squad, training tool, rather than an individual, so to speak, gun range. And again, let me know what you guys think in the comments, because I really want to know if you guys think the same thing. All right. I'm sorry I haven't been on for a long time. I'm sorry I haven't made a vid in a while. Life gets in the way sometimes. But thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. I'm out.